It is All-Star Week for the NBA, and there was plenty of action in the world of prospect basketball this week as well. Both boys and girls faced off with their last games of the regular season. With playoff season coming up, how did they fare? All this and more, this is Game Time.
We finna be on, grind until dawn. Game time.
Welcome back to Game Time. Today is Friday, February 15th. For Game Time, I'm Jesse Eckstein. Alongside me is Maya Peterson, Maggie Hale, and Goel Yongo. We've got a great show for you guys today, so let's get right into it. Boys and girls basketball, both in action this week. What did you guys see?
Well, currently, the girls are on their way to round two, and Tuesday night we had an amazing performance from the dynamic duo, Jordan Oliver and Maddie Cleary.
I think Tuesday night we saw a whole different boys team. They were very motivated, really looking to get into the playoffs.
Well, they got a chip on their shoulder. A lot didn't expect them to get in the playoffs this year, but the boys led by Josh Davis, girls with Jordan Oliver, I like their chances this year.
Me
I
too.
mean, the only question to ask now is how high will our Eagles fly in the playoffs?
You poet, go out.
But now let's look at the highlights from basketball from this past week.
On Tuesday night, the Lady Eagles played in their first round of playoffs against Rowlett. The Eagles.
Recently, we've been receiving a lot of hate tweets, so we decided to react to them. Let's take a look.
My favorite part of Friday is 2:17 when game time ends. Why wouldn't your favorite part of Friday be when we get out of school and go home for the weekend? That don't make sense.
Game Time is just like Sports Center with less sports and more stuttering. You know, millions suffer from speech impediments every year.
Who drove Maggie to school today? Really?
Why do my ears bleed every time I watch Game Time? Okay?
Y'all suck. Game Time is trash. You guys don't know what you're doing. I could beat Braden up. Why does everyone want to fight me? Game Time, more like lame time. Your show is boring. Hashtag snooze fest. You know what? Someone come up with something creative, okay?
Jesse reminds me of the school mascot. His hair makes him look like he's going to fly away. Hashtag go Eagles.
Have you ever met anything oranger than Maggie? Okay, well.
Jesse has more hair than my grandma. I guess I need a haircut.
It's gotten to the point where every time I hear the Game Time intro, I slap myself in order to desensitize myself to the pain of watching it. Can we get a word count on that?
Been in school for 127 days and I still haven't watched an episode of Game Time.
With the dunk contest being tomorrow night, I grabbed two of our own players to see how they would match up against each other. I'm Maya Peterson, and with All-Star Weekend being this weekend, I had to find the closest thing to LeBron, KD. So today I'm gonna have y'all do a dunk contest. You good with that?
Yeah, come on.
All right, who's gonna go first?
You can shoot for it. All right, let's go.
All right, so Harrison, obviously you won. Sorry. But let's go ahead and take a look at the first dunk you'll be doing.
Oh, that easy. That's on. It's light.
All right, let's go ahead and get it started. All right, go ahead.
That was something easy, bro. Wee!
You know, honestly, I felt like Harrison was better. All right, so I'm not sure who won that point, but let's go ahead and look at the second time.
Oh, that's easy. Off the backboard? Okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
Bro, you definitely.
No, this is his second try.
Oh my God. Oh.
Could get in the lead if Harrison is winning.
Wiggle, wiggle. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Now, I'm gonna give the people what they want. Give us a little freestyle, okay?
Freestyle? Oh, this is gonna be easy.
All right, Harrison, what's gonna be your freestyle?
I'm gonna throw it off the back wall,
Okay.
and it's gonna be something easy. I might throw it between the legs.
Oh,
Just see how I'm feeling right now.
Get a little fancy on him.
Hey, wish me good luck, bro. All right. All right. Oh, this week. Hey.
All right, well, that's the end. I feel like both of y'all did pretty good, but I honestly can't pick a winner. So for Game Time, I'm Maya Peterson. Back to you at the desk.
One last thing, come to our game on Tuesday at Lovejoy if you like this.
Now let's take a look at the top 3 plays of the week. With All-Star Weekend coming up, here are the top 3 plays from the NBA. Number 3 coming in, 76
okay.
Slam.
Jason
Wow.
Tatum, putting them through the spin cycle and the dunk.
You see a little Kobe in him, don't
Oh,
you?
no.
Next up at number 2, 76ers getting yammed on again.
Yammed on.
Kevin Knox with the slam, putting Simmons on a poster.
Is he in the dunk contest?
He should be.
Should be definitely.
Number 1, last but not least, Cleveland versus Brooklyn. Boom.
Oh,
Cleveland actually has a highlight.
Dunking
hit
over
that.
the
No
head.
LeBron.
Gets a hand
That
on it,
was
but not.
straight through.
Wow.
Well, as the NBA, let's move on to NFL. Kareem Hunt getting signed by the Cleveland Browns. What do you guys think?
Hey, let me just say this part. I think everyone deserves a second chance. That's fair to say, right?
That's fair.
And we saw Adrian Peterson, who had a similar story, and his comeback has been amazing.
I think Kareem Hunt could definitely play a key role in the Browns' offense. Not so happy that he's playing with Baker Mayfield, though.
Okay,
I mean, come on now.
With 3 running backs on their roster now, how do you see that playing out?
It's Kareem Hunt, bro.
Well, you got Nick Chubb, who had a stellar
running in
rookie
the back.
season.
Bro, it's Kareem Hunt.
Well, you got Duke Johnson. I think he'll be the pass catcher for the running backs, but we'll have to see who leads them. Moving on, Kyler Murray finally picks NFL.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
We saw this coming. Come on.
Definitely
evident.
saw it
After
coming.
you win the Heisman, you aren't going to want to give up football.
Exactly, but what you didn't see coming, Drew Brees retiring. Kyler goes to the Saints. The Saints win the Super Bowl with no cheating refs. No
So the
cheating.
Saints are at the back end. You expect them to trade up?
yeah,
He's
'cause
projected
Kyler,
top 15 pick.
It's Kyler.
But see, that
They'd
would
do
never
anything
happen.
for Kyler. Why?
That would never happen because they wouldn't make the Super Bowl. So.
Well, the A's are still salty, but we'll have to see how that works out for Kyler. And now Joe Flacco getting traded to the Broncos. What do you guys think about that one?
I think he's kind of a below average quarterback, honestly.
Well, he's got very similar stats to Case Keenum, the Broncos' current quarterback, but personally I see him as a mentor to a quarterback that we're going to draft this year, possibly Drew Lock from Missouri.
Hey, I definitely look at him as a mentor, but a lot of people have been saying he won't be able to do anything like Peyton Manning did, so we'll have to see.
Tough to live up to those standards,
Exactly.
but
Right.
Shoes to fill.
let's move on to the NBA. Westbrook, 11 triple-doubles in a row.
11 triple doubles in a row. Let me tell you, before he had no one, so it was easy for him to get a triple double, right? Now he has Paul George. He did have Capella. My man is going off.
He really is.
Not gonna get a ring, but he's still going on.
Best thing about it though is he's still trying to improve. He's not like, oh, this is it for me. Like, he's very humble.
Passed Wilt Chamberlain for longest triple-double streak in NBA history. Very impressive, but unfortunately that's all the time we have for you today. For Game Time, I'm Jesse Eckstein.
I'm Maya Peterson.
I'm Maggie Hale.
And I'm Goal Yongo.